Hi guys, Snow here, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be talking about London MCM that happened just last weekend on the 27th of October. Well, that's the day I went at least. It actually happened on the Friday, Saturday and the Sunday, but I only went the Saturday because I'm poor. I can't afford it. Yes, this was my first time ever going to London MCM, and I loved it. I usually do Manchester MCM. That's usually, I think it's July. I think it usually happens. So yeah, this in October is the latest in the year I have ever done a con. And I just loved it. The place was huge. You could easily fit like 3, maybe 4 Manchester MCMs in the one London one. And it was just huge. I didn't really know where it. None of us knew where to start. I went with my boyfriend, and yeah, we really didn't know where to start with it all. It was just it was like it was so overwhelming. So as you know, with these con videos, it's literally just going to be a quick discussion of what happened and a whole video, which isn't actually that big today because London is expensive and I didn't actually go with a lot of money. So yeah, it was amazing. We only managed to do this because some friends offered to take us down, so it was very cheap travel and free accommodation. So the 2 most expensive parts about going to London were covered for either ridiculously cheap or free. So thank you to my friends for allowing us both to do that. And it was certainly an eventful convention. First off, Paul's gonna have to come off for this, but first off, I got engaged. My boyfriend proposed to me. We literally got through the door. So we were in the con building, but this was before we'd actually got into any of the con stuff. So this was like in the doorway of the dealer's hall. He just turned to me and said, this is our first and could be our only time doing London MCM, so I want to make this a day that will last. And then he got down on one knee and proposed. So yeah, the ring at the moment, this little wolf head, that's only temporary until I manage to find an actual engagement ring that I like. But I'm not really a jewellery person, so he will probably end up waiting a while. I have my mind's set on one at the moment, but I've only seen pictures of it. Once I see it on my hand, I could just be like, nah, I don't like it. So yeah, that is definitely the highlight of the day. I mean, that was definitely the highlight of the day. I honestly, I can't believe that I'm actually engaged on one of the first steps of getting married. There's the other highlight of the day, so this is like highlight number 2, was the Detroit Become Human meet. Now for this con, because this could be my only time going to London, I did not go in fursuit, because I wanted to experience the convention with full vision, not box tunnel vision. So I actually went cosplaying as Connor from the game Detroit Become Human. I'm not going to blame you if you haven't heard of it, because, oh, pardon me, not a lot of people know about it. So, yeah, I went to the Detroit Become Human meet. This is my very first fan meet that I've ever been to. I've been doing conventions since 2016, so I've been doing conventions for 2 years now, and I have never once been to a fan meet, whether it be an actual fandom or a fur meet. I've never been to any of them. So this Detroit Become Human meet was the very first one I went to, and wow, it was awesome. Matt Vladimiri, who is the actor for Ralph in the game, he actually came along to the meet, and you know, he got photos, he did autographs, he was in the group photo, he was in the march we did. It was just awesome. I don't know if it's happened before, but this is the first time I've heard of an actor from the franchise actually going to the fan meet. While I was outside, I did bump into all the furries because it was too hot to fursuit constantly on the inside of the con. So when I went to the Detroit meet, all the furries were out there cooling down and taking pictures. So I jumped in and grabbed some pictures of those as well because, well, I have to. And it turns out a couple in the Detroit meet were also furries, but they wore their fursuit on the Sunday, so I missed them. I missed the fursuits. I didn't miss the furries because I met them on the Saturday, but I missed them in their fursuits. So I missed them being the furriness. But yeah, so that's about it for what happened at the con. Oh, no it isn't. I also met one of my Xbox friends. Because we've had this whole group that we play COD or PUBG. We just have this group that we play the game together. And I managed to meet one of my Xbox friends and her boyfriend. So that was nice. I'll say that was highlight number 3. Meeting one of my Xbox friends. So yeah, highlight number 1, getting engaged. Highlight number 2, Detroit Become Human meet. Highlight number 3, meeting an Xbox friend. Highlight number 4 was just being there in the first place. Just going to London MCM in the first place would have been highlight number 4 because, like I said, since starting conventions in 2016 with Manchester MCM, London was a dream because London, obviously the capital, and London will obviously have, because of the money and the space, will have the bigger conventions. So yeah, London had been a dream for me since 2016, and thanks to my friends, that dream became real. So yeah, I'm just really grateful to them for inviting me along and providing the travel and the accommodation, and also the food. Obviously not all the time. For lunchtime we had to buy our food, but at least for tea time on the Sunday and tea time on the Saturday and breakfast on the Sunday, they provided the food as well. So I am thanking them. But enough with sob stories and everything like that. We'll move on to the haul. So for the haul, my hands are going to have to come off so you can actually see everything. Because otherwise, if I pick something up that's tiny and hold it like that, you're hardly going to be able to see it. I also apologise for the lighting. The sun has decided to come out, even though it's the middle of even though we are now in winter. The sun has decided to come out and play. So that is now overexposing everything. I'm just going to close my curtains. Is that any better? Oh, that's much better. Right. Sorry about that there. Closing the curtains because the sun decided to, well, sun. So anyway, yes. Hand paws are going to have to come off so you can actually see what I'm holding up. But we'll start off with the pre-con haul. This was just from doing little things. First item I bought from Kapow Comics in Huddersfield, so that's where we got the train from. We just decided to pop in because we arrived way too early for the train, thanks to the buses in my area. So I went to Kapow Comics and I bought myself a Funko Pop. I said to myself I wasn't going to buy a Funko Pop, but I bought one. And I bought Spyro. And it's adorable. I'm actually really glad that I picked this guy up. Because, I mean, if you are skilled enough to paint Spyro's eyes onto the figure's eyes, you probably wouldn't guess that this is a Funko Pop. Because it's really nicely done. And he also comes... Oh no, I dropped him. Spyro comes with a little tiny Sparks. So for those of you that keep your Funko Pops in boxes, this is probably a good one to keep in the box just because little tiny Sparks could get lost. So I'm going to put little tiny Sparks on the drawers next to it. And then Spyro can go back on the bed. I also got a My Little Pony Funko Mystery Mini from the Power Ponies, so like when they're all superheroes or something. And I got Fluttershy, and she's adorable. Yeah, this is an adorable little figure. I now have both Fluttershys, both Pinkie Pies, one Applejack, and one Rainbow Dash. I don't know how many there are in the actual set. I can't remember. This way. Got a Fluttershy Mystery Mini. And that was it for pre-con haul. So now on to the actual con haul. We'll start with the freebies that I ended up getting at the Detroit Become Human meet. Well, actually, this one I didn't actually get from the meet, but there was a couple of cosplay. They were cosplaying as Hank and Connor from the game, and there is a part of the game where you can choose to save a fish or not. A little tiny thing, but if you knew about it and did it, it's become a meme. So the Connor was going around handing out little fish. So I got a fish. From one Connor to another, they handed out fish. So that was before I even got to the meet, but if I'd have waited, and then probably would have got one at the meet anyway. So from the actual meet, they were handing out badges. So it's just got the Android triangle, and underneath it, the little text says, Detroit Become Human, Cosplay UK, MCM London. So this is basically a badge officially saying you're a part of the Detroit Become Human cosplay group, in a way, and you went to London. And I also got a little sticker of Connor holding a sign that says Hank Anderson Fan Club. So yeah, that's an adorable little sticker. There was another one that said, there was another Connor one that said powered by Spite, and some AA batteries as well, so that was kind of cute, but I prefer the Hank Anderson Fan Club. So yeah, I can't remember who made these badges. One person made the badges, one person made the stickers. I can't remember who made them, so unfortunately at the moment I can't credit artists and makers, and I know I'm a bad furry. Anyway, moving on. There was in the artist alley. I gotta grab a these. In artist alley, this is one that I can credit because I got a business card from them. There was one stall selling lots of Detroit Become Human stuff, so I bought some art from them and some other stuff. So first off, there was this art print of Hank and Connor. And this also this was like a pack where you got all of this for like discount price. There's this bookmark which has the Hank on the other side, and then that Connor is around on the other side of it. Also, there was there was 3 stickers included in this. The stickers are also on these keyrings, so you'll get a better look at this art in a minute. But yeah, I really like that art print. I love it. It's amazing. I believe it's the first time I've ever bought like an art print from someone. So you can go back there. As for the keyrings, which is also the same pictures as on the stickers, we have a Hank. We have an RK800, so this is Good Connor. And there is also an RK900, which is the Bad Connor. So these are all super cute and super awesome. And the artist was Paranoia. So there is the artist. And there is their Etsy, Twitter and Tumblr. I follow them on Twitter and Tumblr because I don't have an Etsy. But yes, I can recommend following them. I can also recommend supporting them and buying some art from them because they're a really good artist. Another thing that I got was some things that I definitely won't be able to show you any of the insides of. I got some yaoi doujin fan books, aka gay porn. I might be able to show you some pictures in some of them because obviously it's not all porn. They're all of the same two characters. I shall show you the cover. Yeah, whatever. I'll show you this one. So yeah, they're all of the same couple, and that is Kogami and Genoza from Psychopaths, which, after me and Gino, Kogino is my OTP. So we've got this one, which is literally porn with no plot. This is just porn for the sake of porn. And I don't think I can really show you any of it apart from the first page. I'm pretty sure the first page is the only part of this that's safe to show you. Yeah, the first page is definitely the only bit that's safe to show you on here. I don't know the artists of these because they were being sold at a random stall, so I can't credit any of these artists. Then we got this one, which feels quite rough. This one actually feels quite nice. This one actually has a story to it. You can see it's quite thick. So I can show you some of the pictures. I can show you a few pages in this one. Yeah, so I can't actually show you any of the porn pages, but well, I can show you that one. They're just top. One of them's topless. That's like the most I'd be. That's the most I'd get away with showing you. So yeah, so there's that one. And then my favourite one is this one. Just because the art on the cover, it looks official. This is literally the art style of the anime. It looks like official art, and I love it. Once again, can't really show you that much of this. Apart from, say, the first page, when they're just beating the shit out of each other when they're fighting. Can I show you that one? I can show you that one. There you go. You gotta look at one of the guys topless. There you go. I can show you. I can show you that one at least. But then past it. Oh, okay. With the guns and stuff. See, this one has a little bit of a story as well, and then just goes into a little bit of the sex, and then they just kind of walk off and see. They're all in Japanese, so I can't understand a word of what is being said. But when you read these, do you really read them for the plot, or do you just get them to look at the pictures? Because that's all I can do with these eyes. All I can do is look at the pretty pictures. As for other, the rest of it is onto like keyrings and figures and stuff like that. So I'm a fan of Fate Zero, and my favourite character is Kuritsugu from it. He's the hot assassin guy. So I got a little teeny tiny little keyring figure of him, which is like adorable but ugly at the same time, because his face, they've tried to go realistic and chibi at the same time, and I don't know, it just doesn't really seem to work. I'm also a fan of Tokyo Ghoul, if you couldn't guess from this big poster here. But Kaneki is not actually my favourite character. My two favourite characters in the whole series are actually on the side of the humans. So yeah, I got a little Amon keyring. This is my ultimate favourite character in Tokyo Ghoul. We've got Amon. And then my second favourite character, who's only really become my this guy has only really become one of my favourite characters thanks to the new series, so Tokyo Ghoul Ari, and it is Arima. Like, first, you don't really see much of him in the first series, like Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul Root Air. But yeah, so I now like him thanks to Ari. And that is it for little tiny things. Onto the bigger things. I got the Star Wars Black series figure of Tarkin. I don't really like the character that much, but I've just heard nothing but good things about this figure, so I bought it. It was cheap. I think it was only £18, which is cheap for a Star Wars Black Series figure that has basically only just come out. So yeah, I got him, and he's a great figure. I might do a review on him. Yeah, I think I'll do a review on him at some point in the future. Don't know when, but I will. And he comes with this little droid thing that's on a stick on a display stand. So yeah, I'll do a review on him in the future. He's the only toy that I got at the cons. He's the only thing that I can do a future video on. My other thing is like, figurine, I believe is the proper term for statues, I think. But yeah, I got a PUBG statue. It's a statue of the guy who's on the main menu screen when you first load up the game. I love it. The base is a frying pan that just says PUBG on the bottom of it. But yeah, this isn't official. I don't actually think there's any official PUBG PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds stuff. I'm pretty sure there's nothing official released for it. So everything that you buy for it is going to be unofficial. But for something that's unofficial, this is a really good statue. The only thing you can really tell that it's fake is if you look up under the helmet and his eyes are just like, yeah. But I mean, you're not going to see his eyes anyway. And the hands, are like, the skin on the hands is a different colour to the skin on the arms. But from a distance, it looks really good. And for a fake, it's a really good fake. So yeah. The gun has been done really nicely. You're not going to be able to see it properly, but yeah. So this is actually my most expensive thing that I bought. The Zero was 20. The Yaoi books were 18 each. Tarkin was 18. These guys, the little Tokyo Ghoul Vizio things, were £8 each. The key rings, I believe it should have been 18 for them all, but she knocked it down to 15 to be a nice round number. The pack of art, this pack of art I believe was 12. So yeah, I'm going to put you, I can't put you back there at the moment. But yeah, that is my my MCM London con haul. Yeah. Like I said, didn't get as much. I'm pretty sure my biggest haul from a con at the moment has been YCC. So Yorkshire Cosplay Con in Sheffield that I did earlier this year because I bought loads and loads of Jurassic World things. There was a store that was selling some original Jurassic Park toys, and they had the young T-Rex that's like a light brown, and they wanted £45 for it. If I didn't find all this stuff, if I didn't get all this stuff, then I would have gone back and bought it, and that T-Rex would have been the only thing I bought, and I probably wouldn't have made this video, because buying one thing from a con isn't really haul video worthy. But yeah, I think he wanted £45 for it because the whole thing was in damn good condition, and it had the Dino Damage cover piece, so it was damn good condition and complete, which is quite rare, especially if you go on eBay. Loads of them have the Dino Damage piece missing. But yeah, so that's it. That is all I bought. Oh, Kraken Critters, who made my wings and tail, they had a stall at MCM, and I also bought a pair of ears from them at YCC, and the headband snapped on the ears, so I was contemplating buying another pair of ears from them, but they're expensive. They were £15 for just a pair of ears on a headband. So I think I can wait, considering most of the time I do wear the head. There's not really an occasion where I just want to wear the ears and the tail, so most of the time I literally just wear the head and tail as well. Especially since recently I've been doing a lot, and I repeat, a lot of fursuiting for charity. Because I volunteer at a charity shop, and recently I've been wearing my fursuit there a lot. Halloween, I did it then. Well, we all dressed up for Halloween, so It was an excuse to wear fursuit. And then just sometimes, if I'm there on a Saturday, I'll just say to the manager, you know, because I don't usually do Saturdays, can I dress up on this day? So, yeah, I've been doing a lot of charity fursuiting recently. So, apart from these videos, I'm going to be giving fursuiting a bit of a break for a bit, because it's tiring. Wearing it for these videos isn't that bad, so I will keep wearing it for videos if I make them. But just fursuiting in public, especially if I've been doing it as often as what I have recently, it's very tiring. And I need a break from it. So just sitting here talking, it's fine, but actually walking around in fursuit, I need a break from walking around in it. So, yeah, if I ever fancy dressing up in the future, I might do Harry Potter or Connor again. I love being Connor. I love being the android sent by Cyberlife. It's so much fun being him. He's actually the first... Actually, no, Connor's the second cosplay I've done that I didn't have a fursuit with it. Because I've done fursuiting for Psychopaths. I've done Furry Rick from Rick and Morty, so I've fursuit for that. I've also done fursuiting as Okabe from Steins Gate. So yeah, and then I've got my Harry Potter and Connor, which I haven't fursuited to a convention as, but when I was dressing up at the charity shop for Halloween, I was Furry Connor. So I can't really class it as one. It's just humans. Okay, Harry Potter is the only official one that I haven't furrified yet. But at London, I was Connor without the furriness. So I was just plain Connor. But yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that will be. Bye!